national level in terms of whether they're going to have a climate summit. Are there opportunities we can actually explore so that we engage in those preparatory meetings? Because in the process of engaging, then you are able to actually say, look here, you are going for these engagements, but then our position as trade unions, civil society, is a public pathway as opposed to privatization. So let's look at every opportunity at national level in terms of engagement, in terms of discussions, so that we do that. Then finally, it is also going to be important that we have coalitions and solidarity with the global north. And the justification is that some of these countries who are really pushing it are from the global north. So if we got solidarity support from our comrades, either from the US, maybe from EU, okay, it gives us that voice, so that even as we go to the global level, we are having support from our comrades from the global north, so that it's not only a fight from the global south. Thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Everline. Next, Comrade Noel. I believe you'll also need only 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I believe we need is a really a national challenge, regional and international, that we need to undertake for the energy transition. And for that, we are really a network here. So we need to build again this network in national level. I believe that we need to think about that, because it's a national challenge. And we also need a coalition, multi actors, and we need to put in place this network. And also in the region, as we have seen, Burkina Faso, Niger, Senegal. So we are in the very same region, and see how we can put in place a platform, a network, where we can come and think on the roadmap, on the aspect of change, of energy. So we really need to inform our countries, every stakeholder, and unveil all the objectives of our fight or our struggle. And as I said, we need to have a roadmap and see how we can progressively move toward the decision makers, and to put in place lobbying and also advocacy with the government. So this is only what I can just say, but we are already here. We need to take the leadership of this, and to take it back to our different countries and inform our network, NGOs and unions that are present, and also those who can take decisions, especially those who are in the society, who can influence and to bring together and put in place a federation of all those forces to create a synergy to smooth the transition. This is what I can say. Thank you very much.
Merci, Comrade Noel. Comrade Ernest, please take the floor.
Thank you, Chair. Evelyn and Noel, it's like they've taken away all that I wanted to say. But that doesn't mean I won't have something to say. I want to emphasize the issue of sensitization. You know, as Evelyn rightly put it, we are here, locked here for the last 3-4 days. We were in Nairobi, we've been in other parts of the world on matters transition, matters climate change. But to be honest, quite a big chunk of our members do not understand You talk to a member about just transition, he wonders, what are you talking about? Yeah, so this is something, this is an area that as trade unions, we need to focus there. Let's budget even from our own union coffers. We see how we can sensitize our members, because at the end of the day, we need the buy-in of these members. We need the buy-in of the larger public. And I think it's incumbent upon us as trade union leaders to make sure they understand what is just transition. They understand, when you tell them about COP28, they wonder, what are you talking about? Yeah, and not even those down, even the senior leaders in the trade union, they don't understand what it is. And I'm happy when Irene challenged Rhoda, what is ITUC doing? You see, one thing that I'm extremely happy, when we are talking about ITUC, the person chairing this session, Mother, is a vice president of ITUC Africa. So, ITUC Africa, she's listening, the one in front there, Mother. So, and also, sometimes occasionally, I attend also ITUC, most of the time ITUC General Council, representing my SG. So I think we'll put our heads together. As rightly put by Rhoda, they have been sponsoring a number of unions, but their focus has been on technocrats. And this time around, I think there is need to have political leaders. Even those cops, we know technical people cannot make noise, but it's the political leaders who can make noise. So we are not saying let's have the technocrats, but let's go out of our way so that we also have political leaders. The other thing is, I will not want to dwell so much about what is happening in South Africa. We've talked with some of the colleagues, the researchers. You are welcome to our countries so that you can do some benchmarking. Because what you are going through now, I think is so critical that we share with you. You get to know what is it that you should do. We went through this, but you have an opportune time. We had some misses here and there, and we've learned a lot from that. So let's engage. Let's engage. You are welcome to Nairobi. You are welcome to Kenya. Let's have a sit down. And lastly is the issue of funding. You'll be shocked that one of the public pension funds in South Africa has invested in Kengen. Yeah? Has invested in Kengen, and Kengen is a company that is doing well. So let's also start thinking outside the box. How do you utilize this big money we have, the pension funds, so that when you're talking about unlocking, we already have the money. So how do we position ourselves so that also our pensions benefit and we don't rely on outsiders? I think, let me leave it there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Comrade Ernesto. Yes, you, you have singled me out, and I will make sure that henceforth the issue of just transition will always appear in our agenda items whenever we meet as ITUC Africa, so as to encourage our affiliates who are there present and to make sure that we cascade whatever we are learning here to our ranks and file. And comrades, the panel has discussed a lot. They have given us very fruitful and good strategies. The issue of capacity building, for rank and file, building coalitions, engaging policymakers at national level, and those campaigns and everything. We will also include civil society. So in short, I want to say these are just strategies and they are very much achievable. So we will fight to achieve them. So having said that, in the interest of time, let me not take much of your time. Let me not take it further. Let me give it to Irene to wrap up, because really it's time up. Irene, over to you, please.
Thank you, Comrade Martha. And look, you're right on time. We're right at 4 o'clock. So just a couple of logistical things first. Many of you made great presentations and had great interventions. We would like to collect all of those presentations, and if you wrote your intervention down on paper or in a document, please send those to me so that we can share that with everybody else, because there was so much to learn from there. And I think we can build like a hub of links and materials that we can draw from. So please do that. And also, we have a WhatsApp group for TUED South that we started in Nairobi. So if you would like to be part of that, just please share your WhatsApp number with us, and we can put you on that text thread. And lastly, I just want to say that this has been really an excellent 3 days together. It's been very inspiring to be together with all of you, such great minds collected in one space, and the level of discussion has been really, really high. It's been so encouraging to hear from so many comrades who have been in the fight for a long time, in the movement for a long time, and are looking for really transformative kinds of solutions to moving forward in terms of a just transition, and wanting to embrace and support the public pathway. It's been a long fight, and Sean's been in it for a lot longer than I have, but it can become pretty isolating and lonely when you're trying to push out the public pathway, and for a long time, it's against a narrative that's hard to break through, but there's so many people here that have been fighting for so long, and it's been very exciting to be together with you, to break through that isolation and be together collectively, and to want to do something next and move forward together. So we're really looking forward to what's to come, and we will definitely stay in touch and share information and all of that. I really want to thank all of the camera people that have been here doing this incredible work, the incredible tech people that have been helping to manage the computers and the multiple languages and all of the different elements of the sound. And then, of course, the amazing interpretation that we've had, again, très bon, très bon, which has allowed us to communicate across languages and across colonized territories where different languages were forced on the people that live in the region. And so